Well, here we are down in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. And we went down there for cousin Brenda and Ronnie's 50th wedding anniversary. And see all the Pat's relatives in that. Here they are. We had a good group of people, about 50 people in the restaurant there. There's Brenda with her kids, and constantly on the move. It's hard to get her to stand still, take a picture that isn't blurry. A lot of friends and relatives, and a lot of the grandkids. There's so many grandkids that she has that she enjoys. And there's Ronnie looking over the menu. Brenda's behind him. They had good food at this restaurant, nice place. Brenda talking with some of the grandkids. And this is one of their sons. He put this whole thing together. He did a really good job, organized it all, got people together and stuff. Another son lives down there in Wrightsville Beach, and a third one here that is also, so she's got her kids, a lot of her kids close by to us. Well, we left there, went up the road. Well, left, say, Wrightsville Beach, went up the road for along the ocean, over to along the ocean. This is Wrightsville Beach downtown. It's a small little community. It's an island, very very small. A lot of houses packed one against the other so that they can maximize the opportunity to get to the ocean. You got these cute little golf ball water towers there. Golf ball on a tee. A couple places for public access to the beach. And then at the end of the road, there's this southern part of this regional park, and gets real crowded down there. But we found a real nice restaurant. Pat's good at finding restaurants. And this was one right along the beach. It was up a little bit further north. And nice thing is, it was a nice day to be inside because it was kind of hot out there. And we could sit inside and have our lunch and look out and watch all the scenery, and lots of people enjoying, the weather and the sunshine and the sand. And the shot over the dunes. A lot of these dunes there that sawgrass and other things. Lifeguard station, making sure everyone's behaving themselves. And a number of breakwaters out there to keep the big waves from knocking the little kids over. And I can't understand how people can stand on these boards without falling off. I can never do that. Got a good number of people out there that day. All the little tent canopies that they have. And you can see the houses, and the back porches, of course, and probably much more usable in the evening. So nice sea oats growing along there. And here we are going across one of the causeways. This is the intercoastal waterway, and a lot of boat traffic up and down it. Old lighthouse. And this is Emerald Island. We're crossing Emerald Island. These are kind of the fancy, more upscale, expensive parts there. And this is Brogue. Not Brogue, Bogue. Bogue. And more water towers. We're getting close to our hotel. You can see it in the background there. Good size hotel. Right on the beach. view of the water. Nice DoubleTree. Means they got a good restaurant inside and all the amenities. Nice view from the balcony, looking out up down the beach, and there's some commercial shipping out there on the ocean. People looking for seashells. Hotel has a nice little pier to it and a couple of outbuildings that they got snacks and stuff, and they sell fishing supplies and, you know, inner tube beachy things and sand shovels and all those necessities for kids playing out there in the sand. And looking back, you can see the cute little thing along the beach there. It's a little outdoor, looks like an eating area. Nice wave action that day, and have a lot of fun in the waves. And here's some guy just enjoying the solitude, fishing along. Some kids splashing in the waves. Nice view looking up there north. And here's this guy. I don't know if he's got his hook stuck in his thumb or if he's untangling his line, whatever. If it was me, I'd probably have my hook stuck in my thumb or something like that. This is the outdoor seating area by the restaurant. We had breakfast out there. There's a pool right on the other side of that fence, outdoor pool. Very, very pleasant that morning, sitting out there having breakfast. Kind of humid, but there was a sea breeze and nice and warm. So now we're going over toward Atlantic Beach. Got to go across the causeway. And this is Fort Macon is fort that the Unions use. You can see the guns up on top, the artillery that they had. There's a Coast Guard station behind it. You can't see it because the fort's in the way, but that's the radio tower from the Coast Guard station, and this is it inside the fence. All you could see before was its antenna. And it was the Union artillery, 1862. And some pretty flowers along the way, wildflowers along the road. And we found a nice little pier restaurant to have lunch at. Very charming little place. Have this old-fashioned pier, wood piling pier, wooden structure, and you can see how nice and wavy it is. Been there for many, many years and survived all the hurricanes and everything. Here's some folks out. It's a group that's advocating for the whales and not making too much noise in the water or sound or something like that. Disrupts the whales and gets them confused. And a lot of people, they do a little bit of fishing off the pier, and nice sandy beach, beautiful day. And here you can see the waves coming in. And those waves are pretty good size as they break by the beach. lot of docks and that, a lot of boats tied up there. And it's Miss Pat just enjoying the nice weather, sitting on the bench of the pier. And there's a seagull that's watching Miss Pat, wondering if she's going to send him a crumb or something like that. Got a lot of fancy church steeples around there. We went down to this little restaurant that was recommended by a friend of ours, and of course they didn't have any crabs though, but we had other good seafood. Charming little place. And this is the road then to Morehead City. We're going in that direction. You gotta cross the causeway again to get there. They got a lot of bridges in that area. That island would be nothing without those bridges, that's for sure. And of course Morehead City's got a lot of shipping industry. You can see the big docks there and the cranes and stuff like that. So here we get over the bridge, and we're actually going to go to New Bern, the left side, rather than Morehead City. New Bern is a community that was settled by a rich baron from Switzerland. So as a result, you know, the Swiss influence is very, very strong in New Bern, and brought a lot of their culture along. And it was a Baron von something or other. But a very lovely town, nice big buildings, very charming little bridge that actually leads right into a little two-lane bridge. And you get into New Bern, and you can see New Bern has got a lot of bears around. Well, it's from Switzerland, so I guess that's their symbol. So the downtown area, they're a charming old kind of restored area, looking fancy. More bears hanging up on the flagpoles, the flags. Here's the one with a whole bunch of real cool Spanish moss hanging in the background. Here's their fire department that they're renovating. And again, some nice, great big buildings. And here's a fancy bear all dressed up greeting people. Got his Sunday best on. Wants to look good. Very charming statue around the place. And it's interesting, the round cone-shaped roofs and the round spires and stuff, you know, they're very strong Swiss, I guess, influence in New Bern. And of course some other styles, other peakedy roofs. Huge fireplaces in this. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's a fancy place. And New Bern was the home of Pepsi Cola. The guy that developed Pepsi Cola was the druggist there. And so he's the one that developed Pepsi Cola. And this restaurant is kind of displays a lot of his fancy, you know, memorabilia or whatever. And the Chelsea restaurant, very, very delicious place. Good food there. We had a good lunch there. And here's the Firemen's Museum that they're restoring. And again, more tall buildings, steeple-type buildings. Church bell probably way up at the top, calling everyone in from the mountains. Well, there are no mountains there, but surrounding areas. And I like this big clock tower. Very, very fine. And it had the right time on it, too. Here's a patriotic bear. We got a lot of different kinds. There's a lot of parks. This street dead ends to a park That's right along one of the waterways. Here's a statue of the Baron, that developed the place. And his name is Baron Christoph von Grattenfried or something like that. Guy had money. He built a whole bunch of fancy buildings there. Very lovely little town. And there's their fire department that they're renovating, making a museum out of it, I guess. And we say goodbye to the microwave towers for AT&T. It's a fun trip. Anyway, that's the end.